Now, do you currently have, aside from these contracts, were there any other contracts that were awarded?
Like, the staff were awarded contracts.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember sometimes 2 weeks ago, the acting admin officer, he called me and said somebody has applied for his contract to be extended.
Yes.
His contract to be extended. You understand? So, but I couldn't remember the name of that person.
All right.
But he called me to inform me.
How about disciplinary issues? Or before that, do you have advisors?
Advisors, we got our only advice is through the office of the CEO.
The CEO?
Yes, sir.
You have an advisor?
And that is the administration.
What I mean, did council appoint an advisor? Someone in the position of an advisor?
No.
You don't have that?
No, we don't have that.
Okay. Lawyers?
There is a lawyer, but it's not up to mine. I didn't know the person. You
don't know? Do you know how he or she or the office was employed or contracted?
No, I only got to know the name that a lawyer is, the council is having a lawyer, is when a case, when I asked somebody where he was going, he said they were going to Basse to hear a case. I said, a case, do you have a lawyer? He said, yes, the council have a lawyer. But I don't know the name, and I don't know how was he contracted.
So we will need you to find out and get back to us. Disciplinary issues, Council? How do you handle disciplinary issues?
We handle disciplinary issues through the office of the CEO and also the Local Government Service Commission.
Have you had cause to discipline staffs in the course of your employment?
We only advise, like, so, for example, if they have never been written to, if they offense, or they have done anything that is irregular, we ask the administration to write to them warning letters.
You have had several instances where there were issues of cash suppression in council by revenue collectors. Are you aware of this? When revenue collectors would collect a certain amount and just deposit less than what they collect, and later on either through an audit report, also the issue will come to light and they'll be asked to either pay the money or to refund the money and so on and so forth. Were you aware of this?
Yes, during our appraisal, when we went through the staff files,
yes,
we find out that some staffs were given letters,
yes,
that they have suppressed revenue.
Yes.
But later, within the same file, we will see a receipt attached to it.
Yes.
So meaning that the person has paid, which we also forwarded to the administration.
Yes.
To inform them that this was irregular and they has to write to them.
Yes.
For them to make an immediate stop.
How do you inform them? Do you write to the administration?
Because we convene a meeting.
Do you a meeting?
Yeah, we convene a meeting.
There are minutes of.
Yeah, there are minutes with them.
Which would clearly show that you have been addressing.
Yeah, we have addressed. Or in fact, one of them we even write to the Local Government Service Commission.
Okay.
For advice.
Have you been recommending for suspension or let's say to terminate the service of individuals that were found to have, because it's corruption, it's fraud.
Yeah, it's corruption. But we didn't go to that level anyway.
Why? Is that the reason why?
Because whatever we do as a committee,
yes,
we need to seek advice from the administration and also to the service commission.
You seek advice from the administration?
Yeah, so, yes. No,
you advise the administration.
The CEO. When it comes to dismissal or whatsoever.
No, you advise the administration. The committees are there to advise. So you advise the administration, you advise the service commission, you tell them what should be best in a given circumstance, that they make decisions. You understand that? So you do not take advice from the administration. How about if the issue is concerning the CEO himself? Who do you seek advice from?
To the Local Government Service Commission.
Exactly. So that's my point. So you are the one to advise on staff issues. That's what the law says. If you feel that a certain action requires a certain reaction or, let's say, disciplinary measure, you make your recommendations.
Right, sir.
And those recommendations, they may either be approved, adhered to, or not. But you would have done your part. For instance, we have Ansumana second. He has an issue with respect to caste suppression. Do you understand? We have Sori S. Mane, the same issue. We have, I believe, Alaji Haidara, the same issue as well. But you would not take action in this because you wouldn't recommend for any disciplinary measure apart from them paying the money.
Sir?
Yes.
Sometimes it happens without our notice.
It happens?
And it happens without our notice. And also, there is a committee that is responsible for finance. That is the finance subcommittee. You see, it's when issues happen, like when it includes finance, it's referred to the finance subcommittee.
Yes.
Because I believe this thing was supposed to be dealt with this finance committee.
Yes.
Who can write and recommend to our to the establishment committee.
True. That's also true. So which means today we don't have a very effective system in council.
Definitely.
Okay.
That's the hard fact.
That's the hard fact. We have the issue of missing GTRs. 3 GTRs that what we are missing. We have 2844901 to 2845000, and then 2845001 to 2845100, and the last one is 2840201 to 2846000 by Ansu Tarawale, the accounting assistant.
Yes, sir.
How was this issue solved?
For this issue,
Yes.
we sat over this issue for many times.
Yes.
As one day I was going through the staff register.
Yes.
So I noticed that his name has not appeared for a period of time.
Yes.
Which I asked a question. I asked a question to say, why is Ansu not coming to work? Because I didn't see him signing in the book.
Yes.
So I was informed that he was suspended. Then I asked, why was he suspended? They said he has lost some GTR receipt books. So then I went to the CEO's office and asked the CEO about this thing. Then the CEO explained. I said, therefore, it will be important that, because of you were supposed to inform us at the earliest time, and you didn't inform us up to now, then we have to call for a meeting so that we will also hear from Ansu. We'll call Ansu, invite him, the CEO, the chairman, and the committee members, the director of finance. Then we asked, how did it happen?
Yes.
Then Ansu explained. So during that explanation, we also suggested that Ansu should go further and produce a policy report, because it involves revenue, and that no one can estimate how much revenue was in these receipts. So then I questioned the director of finance, how did Ansu get hold of all these 3 GTR receipt books at the same time? He said he was the one who gave him the books, because sometimes when they go away, the books are finished. If the receipts are finished and some people are ready to pay rates and taxes, so that was the reason why he gave him those 3 receipt books at the same time. So then we said Ansu was supposed to produce the books, or will take legal action. So he was unable to produce the books. Then we said he should go and produce a police report. Then it was the time that Ansu took the matter to the police at Kuntaur police station. So the police did their investigation for a period of time, But later on, ANSU came with a report, which the CEO wrote to me. He wrote to the establishment committee, and then with the police report been attached on that letter, saying that ANSU has produced a police report. So based on the police report, we also had a meeting and sit over the report and make our recommendation to say yes.
Which is? You made a recommendation to say what?
We made the recommendation. We said we were going to write to the Local Government Service Commission through the office of the CEO.
Yes.
Yes.
To write to do what?
Because based on the police report,
yes,
our recommendation were based on the police report that ANSU be allowed to continue his duties.
You see, you people, you are the problem. You people, you are the problem. You understand that? And it appears as if the problem is either genuinely, and I mean, to be fair with you, I mean all the councillors in this country, from Banjul to the last area council, the 8 area councils we have, all the councillors, or to be fair, most of the councillors we have, because it's not all. Some really know what their job, and they really demonstrated, and they want to serve the country and their area council with absolute integrity, and they make effort to know their scheme of service and what they have to do. But for the most part, it is more or less like a family business. It's more or less like a kabudu. It's more or less like, you know what I'm trying to say. So much so that you don't follow any regulation, you don't follow any rule. And someone must have been close to ANSU. Someone must have been a friend to ANSU. Someone must have a very, very good relationship with ANSU to be able to advise him to go and get a police report. Who advises a suspect to go and get a report to clear himself? Who does that? No. Why would you even advise ANSU in the first place to go and get a police report?
No, the reason why we said that he must produce a police report, it is not that we are saying ANSU go and bring us a police report.
That's what you are saying?
No, that's the language.
Okay.
In our meeting,
yes,
we said
yes,
it is need for us to have a police report.
See,
you understand?
Semantics.
So,
no, let me choice of words.
Let me finish.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Proceed.
We agreed that he should produce us a police report.
Yes.
Based on the report, we will be able to know what to do next.
Exactly. Exactly. So you are advising, instead of you going to report the matter, you advise him to go and be the one to report the matter. You have an issue before you. 3, ANSU, by the way, if we are to roll the dice, ANSU is the accounts clerk, right?
No, he was a revenue collector, but also a senior account officer.
Senior account?
Senior revenue collector, anyway.
They are all revenue collectors.
Yes.
Anyone tasked with the responsibility of collecting money, $1, that is not his, for the benefit of council, it's revenue that you are collecting. You understand that? But he is the accounting assistant, or the financial manual will say accounts clerk. Do you know, are you familiar with the financial manual?
No.
Why?
I'm not familiar with it.
But why? Is there any reason you would not be familiar with it? You have ever read it before?
Yeah,
no?
Just some part of it.
Which part?
I have read some part of it, but actually I'm not familiar with it.
So you know the role of the accounting assistant or the accounts clerk? You don't? You don't?
No, I know the role of the accounting assistant.
What is the role?
His role is to make sure to record like what is being collected.
So ANSU receives money.
What is being collected? Yeah, he receives because he go around also.
ANSU can receive money up to 500,000 in a given period.
He was a revenue collector. He was
no. I want us to understand the severity of all of your actions. ANSU, by issuing one receipt, that receipt can have a value of $100,000.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just one.
Yes, sir.
And how many receipts do you have in the receipt book? 100.
100.
And one receipt book can contain an amount of $100,000, for instance, or more, or less. At least it has value. So a whole receipt book of 100 can be worth $1 million, 2 million, 300,000, depending. So like you said earlier, you were right, we don't even know the value. And he just came and told you it is lost. And you told him, you will go and get a report and come back. You got the report and you make your recommendation based on those on the report. And the police, by the way, never investigated this matter. They never investigated this matter. We have the report. I will read to you the report. So they never had this matter investigated. As we just reported, and they wrote to say that he had reported that what he told them is what they wrote. And the missing, if you have a problem that there are, let's say, you have a business and then thieves broke into your business, robbers. When do you go and report the matter? Is it 5 months after, 3 months after, or immediately?
Immediately.
Did ANSU report immediately?
Because we were not
ANSU report immediately.
No, because we were not informed also immediately when it happened.
You know, the dates will tell you.
Yes.
The dates will tell you, so you know.
This is dated on the 13th March 2019.
This is what?
This police report.
Yes, 13 March 2019.
Yes.
Correct? So when did this incident happen?
The incident?
Yes.
You
find out? 13th October 2020, you had your meeting.
We got informed.
Yes. Which means it has occurred well before that.
No, what I'm saying here is, we got informed in 2019.
Yes.
In 2019, we got informed.
Yes.
Because, in fact, I even make a query about that.
Yes.
The letter.
Yes.
That the CEO wrote.
Yes.
Backdating it.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Because our meeting will indicate, will tell you the actual date that we had got informed about this matter.
Yes.
Because this matter has been there for a long time when we were not informed.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes.
So this matter was a long, long time.
Yes. So if I am saying here that the police has dated this report on the 13th March 2019, I wouldn't dispute because all the
Come again, please, can you repeat that part?
I said if the police report is dated on the 13th of March 2019,
yes,
then it is telling me that this thing has happened since at this time.
Since what?
Since this period of time.
No. Remember, you told ANSU to go and to complain. That's what you said. That's your evidence. You told ANSU to go and complain. So ANSU didn't go and report immediately when this occurred. And let me read to you the police report, by the way. I think it's already admitted. It says, sir, reference from your report and request that dated on the 13th November 2019 for the above subject matter. Above subject matter at Kuntaur police station, that he was on a trek with the Lumos whilst he was riding a motorbicycle. These GTR receipt books were in his bag. Subsequently, the books dropped away. He could not notice them. Reaching to another Lumo market, that's the time he realized the missing of the 3 books. Thereby, he came to report the matter whilst needs help and report. Just word for word. On the face of that, as the GTR books are recognized in their serial numbers, the said complainant ANSU Tarawale's statement was obtained as a reference to clear his consent. I'm sure it's consent beyond reasonable doubt. And you see, even the police are helping ANSU. And to enact a police report for him and the office to notice of issue. I don't know what that means. Alongside, ANSU Tarawale can be allowed to continue his official functions and duties in the office. You see this? So ANSU Tarawale went to the police, gave them a story, they wrote the story, and then gave you the copy. And that is The heading is Extracted Police Report. You know what a police report is? A police report is premised on an investigation. This, I will suspect the police were complicit. They may have conspired with ANSU to commit fraud, they themselves, whosoever is involved. Do you understand that? Because this is not a report. Did you see any investigation here? I'm asking you.
No, it is just the language that is there.
Exactly. Have you seen anything to suggest that they have mounted or initiated an investigation? Have they? I'm asking you. Tell me.
You said?
Have you seen anything in this letter that would suggest to you that they have mounted an investigation?
No, I only had the language.
And what did the language suggest to you?
The language is saying that they have investigated.
They have?
It is saying, sir, reference to your report and request that dated on the 13th of November,
Yes.
2019,
Yes.
for the above subject matter.
Yes.
And Sutalwali of Kuntaur Area Council reported
Yes.
the matter to Kuntaur Police Station,
Yes.
that he was on a track within the
Yes.
Lumos while he was riding a motorcycle.
Yes.
These GTR receipt books
Yes.
were in his bag. Subsequently, the books dropped away.
Yes.
He could not notice them.
Yes.
Reaching to another Lumu market, that's the time that he realized the missing of the
Yes.
3 receipt books.
Yes.
Thereby, he came to report the matter whilst need help and report.
Yes.
On the face of that, as the GTR receipt books are recognized in serial numbers,
Yes.
the said complainant Ansu Traoré's statement was obtained as a reference to clear his concern and beyond
Yes.
reasonable doubt, and to ignite a police report for him and his office to notice of the issue, alongside Ansu Traoré, can be allowed to continue his official functions and duties in the office.
So where is the report that they are referring to? Where's the investigation report?
Sir, they indicated here the extracted
I'm
police
asking
report.
you as the chairman of the establishment committee now, where is the investigation report?
Here is it. This is what they provide for him.
Mr. What is your name? Mr.
Mr. Ceesay.
Ceesay.
Yes, sir.
Now, just see yourself heading a committee, which you are heading, the establishment committee. Now you have an issue to solve. Now, Ansu went to the police and filed or complained. And remember, he was advised by the same people who were supposed to be the complainant. He was advised to go and be the complainant first. Now he had gone and complained. Have you been given a police report?
Well, we have a statement from the police. Anyway.
Have you been given a police report?
This is what we consider as the police report.
No, that's not the question.
This is what we consider.
So you have not been given a police report. Do you consider this as a police investigation report?
Sir, this is what we consider as the police report.
Is it sufficient?
As far as the council is concerned.
Is it sufficient?
Because this was not even only given to us.
You know what is more striking? The Ceesay, you guys went to were you part of the people who went to the police to negotiate this issue? Did you go to the police for this issue?
No, myself, I don't go to the
Who
police
went?
station.
The police.
It was the CEO
And?
and Ansu.
Why?
It was the CEO and Ansu
Yes.
that went to the police. Because when CEO stopped his salary,
Yes.
then by the time, it was the time that Ansu was angry and he went and reported the matter to the
Yes.
police.
Yes.
Yes.
It says in the minutes of meetings, minutes of meeting, 13th of October 2020. The second page, last paragraph. This resulted in Ansu Traoré reporting the matter to the police at Kuntaur police station. It's a long time from the period that it was lost. Because, by the way, let me just read the entire minutes of meetings so that you understand. It says, the objectives. Upon a meeting with Chief Executive Officer of the Council on report of the National Audit Office with regards to the missing revenue books by officer of the Council named Ansu Traoré, accounting assistant posted at SAMI, according to the National Audit Report, 11th of May 2020, 3 GTR revenue books were missing by Ansu Traoré. Now, through that that a meeting was convened at the office of the chairman dated the 7th of September 2020. Findings, during this panel discussion on findings, reveals that the 3 GTR books as reported by the National Audit Report were missing by Ansu Tarawale, of which he accepted and further reported to the Director of Finance Office with regards to the missing GTR books. Through that discourse, the Chief Executive Officer, Pa Ansu Dabo, came in and found that they were discussing about the GTRs that were missing. Now, and Ansu Tarawale to produce his missing books as soon as possible, but up to the director writing a memo. The date is 5th of March 2019. You see that. The police report, 5th of March 2019. And your meeting is 30th of October 2020. Now it says, the CEO in his part said he wrote a letter to Ansu Tarawale dated the 6th of March 2019, giving him additional time up to 13th March 2019 to produce their book, failure to which legal action will be taken. Now this resulted in Ansu Tarawale reporting the matter to the police at Kuntaur police station. He never reported the matter when the issue allegedly happened. The station officer therefore invited the CEO to the station to ask why he has to stop Ansu Tarawale's salary, which the CEO explained that he lost 3 GDR books, which is a violation in the Local Government Service Act. According to Ansu Tarawale, the matter was discussed at the station, including the following people: Pa Fansu Dabo, District Chief Pa Pareba, and the station officer Pa Sangan, and Ansu Tarawale family members come to appeal to CEO to withdraw the case from the police and handle it internally, which the establishment committee only get informed during a subcommittee meeting held on the 10th of August 2020. As questions were raised on who are those on leave and who are due for retirement during their process, the CEO informed the meeting of this issue, and then he was asked by the committee on the subject matter, which he did, and that later brought on attention to on seriousness of the matter, and there is need to act. Do you see that? Yes, so instead, what you guys had was a family meeting at the police station.
No, they had a family meeting. I was not there.
You guys, the area council.
I was not there. I was not informed.
The area council had a family meeting, Mr. Ceesay, with the police. That is the issue.
That's what they told us.
But that's what happened.
Yes.
Exactly. So there was no investigation. And so went with his family. You had a family meeting, you discussed, and the police gave a nice report, which supposedly would vindicate Ansu to show that he acted on the spot, it was lost, he reported the matter. None of this happened. Do you understand that? You would have failed in your responsibility to handle the matter properly. You would have, as a chairman of the establishment committee, to make sure that you follow the due process, because you don't even know the value that we are talking about. Correct? Correct?
Yes, sir.
And this explains why you have never taken any action, Mr. Ceesay, in relation to suppression of funds as a council or fraudulent practices as a council at any scale, because then maybe it's a small council. As the country is so small as well, people are always trying to solve these problems internally at the cost of taxpayers. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand what you are saying.
Okay. Any questions to Mr. Ceesay?
Mr. Ceesay, I will give you the register, and please tell me whether it is in compliance with Regulation 503 sub 1 of the Finance and Accounting Manual with respect to what should be contained in the establishment register. Now, let me ask you first, do you know what Regulation 503 sub 1 of the audit and financial, the finance and accounting manual said what is supposed to be contained on the register?
You see, I have one question.
No. You don't ask me questions.
Okay.
I ask you a question. And if you want verification or clarification, you can ask us to give you permission for that. All right?
Yeah, okay.
Now, answer my question. Do you know what is supposed to be contained in the register? As in the details that are supposed to be there, which you need to enter in the register to keep us records on the personnel of the council.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what are the
What is supposed to be contained in the register?
Yes.
Date,
Yes.
name,
Yes.
time in,
What?
the time that the person reported,
Yes.
and the time that the person is closing.
Yes.
Those should be indicated in the register.
There is something missing. There are some missing.
I mean the date
Yes, you have mentioned some.
and the signature.
You have left out. Not signature.
I said.
No, let me tell you what it is supposed to contain. And this register, which is effective 14th September 2022, it's not correct. Let me read you what is supposed to have been in this register for it to qualify to be the establishment register in accordance with regulation 503 sub 1. You have to have the name of the employee, the date of birth, the position and grade, the salary per annum, the incremental date of the officer and employee, the staff employment number. Is that contained in that book?
No, it is not contained in this book.
So am I correct to say that this establishment register is wrong?
You are very correct, Ma, because...
No, answer the question first. Then
No, you are very correct.
Okay.
You are very correct.
All right.
I just need a clarification.
Eh?
I said I just want to clarify one thing.
Okay.
When I saw this book here,
Yes.
having looking at it,
Yes.
it is my first time to see this book.
Okay.
As far as the register is concerned.
Yes.
It is my...
But you see, as the establishment chair, and given the fact that you have had problems with the employees of the council, if you don't know the number of employees you have, you don't know when they are retiring, you don't know what their qualifications are, would you be able to do a proper staff appraisal?
No, you wouldn't be able to do that.
So would I also be correct to say that the staff appraisal you did cannot be a correct staff appraisal because you lack the essential information for you to do a correct and a precise appraisal for the staff of the council?
Yes, I wouldn't dispute with you, but what I'm saying here is...
Do you agree?
Yes,
what I
yes, I agree.
Okay.
I agree. But as far as that staff appraisal is concerned,
Yes.
to me, it is very, very genuine because it's through appraising the staff that we were able to know.
No,
we were able to...
Mr. Ceesay, hold on. I am not saying you have not made effort, but for you to be able to have a correct staff appraisal, you must be able to have all the information that you need in accordance with law to allow you to do the right thing. You may have an idea to be doing what you think is right, but if you don't have the data that will give you to produce a correct appraisal, it cannot be a correct appraisal. Am I not correct?
You are correct.
Thank you. So now let me ask you further. And there has been some underpayment of transport allowance to staff. How did you, what did you do about that?
Ma, as initially I said,
Yes.
as far as our committee is concerned,
Yes.
we are not dealing with finance. We don't deal with finance.
No.
No, let me finish. Because about payments or underpayments, it is the finance subcommittee that is responsible about the financial aspect of the council. We only deal with staff affairs.
But
so
let me, Mr. Ceesay, hold on. You are supposed to deal with staff.
yes,
And you have to deal with staff in its totality, what they are entitled to. But that is why you are doing an appraisal. Didn't you say you are doing an appraisal?
yes,
If you do an appraisal, are you not looking into what they are supposed to earn, what
Yes.
their incremental salaries are?
yes,
Are you not supposed to liaise with the finance department to know
yes,
that information and be given that information?
yes.
So why would you tell us that it is the responsibility of finance?
Because I think if one is underpaid,
It is not correct what you are saying, Mr. Ceesay, because if you are doing your appraisal as it is supposed to be done, you would have detected the fact that some staff were paid $500 as transport allowance instead of the approved 1,500, which is across the board.
yes, I agree.
Thank
But
you.
let me refer you to our recommendation to the staff appraisal.
Thank you.
Let me refer you to our recommendation on the staff appraisal there.
Yes.
There are a series of recommendations that we did, that we make recommendation to the administration to make their adjustment. Part of it is the incentives and the allowances of staffs. It is in that report.
Now, what did you do about the grading of the staff?
Yeah, for the grading,
Grading that you will see a collector graded grade 1 and you see another a collector graded grade 8 or thereabout.
all those recommendations are put in the report.
In which report?
In our appraisal report.
In your appraisal report?
Yes, ma.
So you have addressed the issues in just arbitrarily grading the staff the way they want. You have resolved that issue.
Yes.
And so everybody is properly. So if you had done that, why didn't you have a proper entry so that the records will be there available, whether you are there or you are not there? Because you have been there since 2018 and this is 2024 and you are telling us, this is 2025, you are telling us you are just seeing this register now, and even though you are seeing it now, it is absolutely incorrect. So don't you think there should be more work to be done with respect to the totality of the establishment committee having to look at issues from the conduct of the personnel to their upgrading, to their training, to all of those issues that are related to their welfare? Do you think you are supposed to sit up and do a better job?
Definitely, ma, to be candid enough,
Yes.
there is a huge adjustment needed within the Kuntaur Area Council.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Councilor, can you... Registrar, can you collect the register, please?
Mr.
The
Ceesay, is
exhibit?
there anything done in relation to some of the findings in your staff appraisal, which by the way is very good? Did council take any action?
For
You have conducted the staff appraisal in the year 2021. You have made very significant findings and recommendations, correct? Do you know whether actions were taken?
yes, they are on the process of taking action because, like, through these recommendations, we ask the administration to adjust,
Yes.
to make sure that staff are given what they are required to.
Yes.
So we make sure that all staff files are up to date.
Yes.
You see, all those were parts of our recommendations.
But there were significant lapses in relation to the staff details. For instance, their application letters, their TIN numbers, the relevant information that should be contained, for instance. So you wouldn't even know whether someone was properly appointed or not. So there would have been people in the area council that have been working there for so long, you would not know whether they had been appointed in the right channel or not, right? For instance, let me give you an example. It says the detailed finance, departments at the administration department, the finance system, and the finance, no appointment letters found in some staff files. No TIN numbers were found in some staff files. Most staff files are without staff profile pictures. Most staff didn't have birth certificates. Some staff of the council without acceptance letter. All staff files were without employment numbers. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
So when I ask whether you have an issue of overstaffing, and all of these are components of overstaffing. If you can't really have all the necessary information, for instance, appointment letters, someone is working there getting paid, and we understand some people are being paid over the counter, correct?
Presently,
not presently. We have, in 2018, there were people who work for the council, they were paid over the counter.
yes, yes.
Yeah, so if they are not in the, if they don't have, if you don't have the appointment letters, you can't confirm whether they were in fact appointed properly or not. How do they even get into the system in relation to the financial burden of council? Because remember, you guys have financial autonomy. You understand that? So that's the issue. The administrative department says our findings reveals that 2/3 of the overall staff, administrative staff, were meet the requirement for the position. But there were no staff due for retirement. Promotions and grading. Our overall findings on the promotions grading of administrative departments are as follows. Most staffs were stagnant at their position since date of appointment. No annual increment were found documented. The grading system does not match or is not the same with the government integrated grading system. You see, these are very serious issues, correct? Finance department. Some files were without appointment or promotion letters that qualified them to hold the position that they held. Some files were without TIN numbers, passports, photos, birth certificates, the same problem. Do you see that? And the list goes on. So these are serious issues. Planning and development. No appointment letters found in some staff files. No TIN numbers. Qualification, 50% of the overall staff of the planning department did not have the required qualification for the position. Most of the positions are without any educational background. Correct? So you have a serious issue with respect to your staff at the area council.
Yes, sir.
And you have highlighted this in your appraisal in 2021, which is really, really good. I believe, Honorable Chairperson, I've been signaled at this time. Yes. Maybe we'll have the witness to come back for 10 minutes,
yes,
and then we can discharge him.
Yes, let me just ask him one question. Mr. Ceesay.
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you receive as Salibo money yearly in the two feasts, Tobaski and Korite?
What?
Salibo money, Salibo money.
Salibo money?
Yes.
No, I have never.
Do they give the councillors commission or incentive money?
No. As far as I'm concerned, I never heard of it.
All right. We'll break for now, and we will come back after lunch break. We may rise.